Hi everybody, my name is Fabio Rinaldi. I currently work at the Dalle Molle Institute for Artificial Intelligence in southern Switzerland. Before I was a senior researcher and principal investigator at the University of Zurich. I'm also affiliated with the Swiss Institute of Bioinformatics and with the Fondazione Bruno Kessler in Trento, Italy. In this presentation, I'm giving you a quick overview of the projects in biomedical text mining in which I'm involved and then discuss shared tasks. An example of a project is MIE20, where the goal was to analyze the scientific literature and find potential causes of psychological disorders, like alcohol abuse is a cause of panic attacks. The project Milano-based had a similar goal, but broader, not only causes of diseases but also potential treatments and other factors. As an example, we work with melanoma as a test case. Another project with the scientific literature dealt with the problem of disambiguated name of authors. This might seem trivial, but in fact it's not always obvious if two authors with the same name, like in this example, S. Holmes, are the same person or not. And this is important to be able to associate the scientist with their scientific production. In another project, we deal with clinical text, clinical reports of patients, in this case, all patients would take antithrombotic drugs, and we look at potential mentions of adverse drug reactions. In another project, we deal with social media. We monitor media such as Twitter for mentions of drugs of interest, and what we want to find out is what is the patient perception about these drugs, the benefits or side effects. In another project, we deal with veterinary reports written by veterinary doctors when they examine a dead animal, and we find disease terminology in these reports. We map this terminology to a reference ontology like the UMLS, and the data extracted from the reports is then used to create epidemiological studies. For example, to identify clusters of disease, and geographical clusters or temporal clusters. In another project, we help a curation group. This is the RegulonDB group in Mexico, which curates genetic regulation in E. coli. We help them to extract more efficiently information from the literature that they need to insert in their database. Recent applications include social media monitoring for COVID-19. We have a platform which I invite you to test, where you can see different trends in social media related to the COVID-19 epidemics. For example, here I would see the sentiment towards hashtags such as China, Trump, or hydroxychloroquine. And you see how the sentiment changes over time. We see mention of drugs in these tweets, and we see scientific papers mentioned. This could be interesting to see what is the impact of scientific research in the popular discussion. In a related project, we look at the literature discussing COVID-19. There's been a huge amount of publications in the past few months about COVID-19, so it's important to have means to efficiently inspect that literature and gain information out of it. Now I come to shared tasks. We participate in several shared tasks over the past 2 decades. There have been a few of them. For example, biocreative, one of the most well-known, organized by Martin Kralinger, among others. BioNLP, which had a more, or slightly more linguistic approach. BioAsk, looking at question answering. These tasks deal with different problems, like entity extractions, relation extraction, question answering, and deal with different types of text. Several of them deal with the scientific literature, but some also with clinical notes, like 2B2, or with social media, SMM4H. As mentioned, we participated in several of them. Here is a list of some of the challenges in which we participated and in which we obtained good or top results. I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple of them, so we've been active in this field for many years. Now, the most important question for this panel: why competitive evaluations? Competitive evaluation offer an assessment of the state of the art in a controlled environment. They provide shared evaluation criteria. They offer a controlled evaluation setup. All participants have the same test set and the same time to process it. They offer an objective comparison of different approaches by the different participants in the challenge. They offer the possibility to monitor improvements in different editions of the same task. Another benefit is that they offer an opportunity for developers and users to get together and find what are the respective needs. Often the solutions developed by text mining researchers find it difficult to reach their potential users. And challenges like BioCreative offer a meeting point. In the context of a challenge like BioCreative, developers can better understand the needs of the users, and potential users are presented with technologies which otherwise they might not be aware of. The competitive evaluations also offer additional benefits. They create common standards for evaluation, common datasets, common evaluation metrics and methodologies. They create gold standards, as mentioned, for training system, testing system, and typically these datasets are released to the community after the challenge, and then they continue to be used well beyond the original challenge. So they have a major impact on research. Come to the conclusion. So I present briefly our background in biomedical text mining with involvement in several projects funded by major research agencies. In our projects we dealt with different text types, the scientific literature, clinical records, social media. And my point is that biomedical shared tasks are beneficial to the community. They promote advancement of the field. They benefit both researchers and potential users. And they have, or can have, broad windfall for society at large. For example, if we can make the inspection of the literature a bit more efficient, medical doctors will save time. And we have seen in the current emergency that time is really precious and can save human lives. And with this, I thank you for your attention and welcome questions in the later session. Goodbye.